zone for a touchback.
Well, Kirk, they say if you don't let the other team score, you're going to win. You can't.
He gets rid of this one.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass.
He's got it with room to run.
And he's tackled at the 46-yard line.
Well, we thought this one might get ugly, and boy, has it ever.
28-3.
I think this whole offense is really clicking, and it's allowing him as a quarterback just to settle in and find his rhythm. And you know, the thing that's really standing out to me is the way he's putting the ball on the money. He has to have one of the more accurate arms I've seen all of this year, and you can see almost every throw he's made, he's put it to make something happen. But I'm not really sure who he thought he was throwing the ball to there.
Booming kick. Ward fields at the 17. And he's tackled at the 33.
Kirk, you and I have been around this coach for a long time. I don't care what their lead is going to the locker room. It's not going to be a pretty sight in there.
Well, pressure on the quarterback and the defensive backs need to stick it to these.
And he's all the way in for the touchdown. And he's tackled
Around the 37-yard line. Reached halftime, and unfortunately, this thing is looking like a blowout.
70-17.
Here, completely locked in on that first half. It's all about perspective. Everybody who loves offense loved that first half. Lots of big plays, explosive plays. Offense has really got into the rhythm. But then there's the responsible opposing view, finding all the things that went wrong on the defensive side.
Yeah, it's twofold. You know, there's an offense and there's a defense, and at some point,
I'm glad you've noticed that.
Yeah, well, I didn't notice it in the first half, but I wanted
one side in the first half.
I'd like to notice more of it in the second half.
Most passing yards in one game. The fact that he's been able to put up these stats on the road makes it doubly impressive.
Priority to put some pressure on this quarterback.
This defense has been bringing the blitz and is having success getting to him. Well, you can really look around at the whole team's performance to see why they had this huge advantage.
7 yards.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
36. 1 quarter to go, and we may be looking at some mop-up duty.
91-17.
After a decent run up the gut. Really stand out tonight.
Well, I don't think there's any question. He's getting the best right now of this group of defensive backs. You know, he's a tough matchup physically, one-on-one. And he's got good hands. And he battles for every single throw that the quarterback puts up into the air. So far, so good for this receiver.
When one of your receivers can average 20 yards a catch, you're...
And they make the stop at the 48.
That's good for him.
And down he goes.
At about the 47-yard line.
Brad on that last play.
There he goes. He's at the 30. Tackle at the 27. This one is incomplete.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass.
They go with a run, and he brought down in the backfield.
The defense calls a timeout. Zips it left.
Picked off, and that'll seal it up.
You don't want to criticize a quarterback for trying to make something happen, but I'm not really sure who he thought he was throwing the ball to there.
for you and I to be part of it, really.
Yeah, really just a campus legend, a guy that went out there and showed why he's one of the most dominant players in the country, and he did not disappoint anybody, including his teammates today.
That's going to do it for this presentation of NCAA football.
No, I'm just getting some ambient noise from the crowd.
You must be out of your goddamn mind. That'll be $8.